Okay guys, so again my air conditioning unit is running, or heat unit, whatever you want to call it. HVAC unit or whatever. So this is going to be a little video of explaining how these speed bores work. So in my last video, I got some tools from my grandpa, and these speed speed boards were in there. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more of how they work if you don't really know, and if they work. So this is a 3/8 speed bore bit, a little 3/8 bit. So let's try and drill into this here. So it's gonna go right here. Well, that went good. Jeez. Drill through it. I wasn't even going full speed. This wood is about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. It's pretty thick wood. So that's 3/8. I'll go the next size up, which is 1/2 inch in my drill here. I'll try and go full power, full throttle on this. Right here, and go. Okay. Got that. See that? That's good. See? Drill through. Oh, there's a BB on the ground. Huh. So there's 1/2 inch. That seems to be a little dull. So let's do, let's see here, 3/4. Then we'll do 7/8. Then we'll do 1 inch. That's all I have. It's 3/4. Definitely looks sharp. So let's go. Geez, that thing really bored right through it. Holy! The 1/2 inch one definitely, well, I think it was a little dulled down from use, but now let's go 7/8. Right here. Wow, that goes pretty fast too. Now let's do 1 inch. I'll check the bottom there. 7/8. Yeah, they're penetrating. Yeah, they're penetrating. Oh shoot, they're definitely penetrating. That's 7/8. Let's do 1 inch right here. Don't know if you guys can really see that, but let's go right here. Let's go right there. So this is 1 inch on the drill. Probably should really be standing on this board right here, yeah. And go. Done. Jeez. This thing goes quick through it, dude. I thought I was hitting the concrete at the end here, which I wasn't. See? Isn't any marks on the concrete, which is pretty good. I thought I was hitting the concrete. That's what I was afraid of. Except I wasn't hitting the concrete, which that was pretty good. That's a better explanation. And these holes are like really, really nice. I'm excited because these things work awesome. These things are really nice. I'm gonna clean them off. These things are nice. I'm happy. Grandpa, if you're watching, thanks. I like these things a lot. I did, I think, okay, I think I did 3/8 right here. I did 1/2 inch right there. I did 1 inch there. 3/4 right there. And then 7/8 right there. That's just the 2 original holes that I had the Tecumseh over there mounted to. So 3/4, that's pretty smooth. 3/8, nice. 7/8, nice. 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I mean, I'm really excited. Things are pretty nice. Hopefully in this video, guys, I'll try and test out some more tools. These things with these speed boards are that they make a mess. That's true, except for they drill through super fast and they're long, so I can drill through a ton of thick wood and stuff. I could probably drill through that chunk of wood, that heat-treated 2x4, and that other heat-treated 2x4 under there with the 1 inch one, and probably, I don't know. That'd be 6 inches, since that's 2 inch, 2 inch, 2 inch, or 2x4 is 2 inches, 2 inches tall and 4 inches wide. So with 3 of them, that'll be 2, 4, and 6. So it'll be 6 inches it'll be traveling. That looks about right for 6 inches, which the chuck will be up here. So he could probably drill most of the way through there. I mean, I'm excited, so I'm gonna probably end up testing a little bit more tools for you guys. So guys, next up on our list of tool testing is these pipe cutters. These are all the pipe cutters that you'll see like this. This one's from Harbor Freight. I think this one is. It's Chicago. It's old, so I don't really know. I mean, this isn't really the cleanest piece of copper tubing that I could find, but this is what it's used for. So I'm gonna start it with the Chicago one. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to adjust this thing all the way back. This thing's got pretty fine threads, so it may take a little bit of unscrewing to get it to the right height. Keep on going. Be good. Put it in here. Make sure it's lined up probably this way, and then crank her down. It's fairly snug. And fairly snug, and then twist. So I'm starting to make a line right there. See that? I'll just stand on this. Do this. Little bit of this. Bit of cutting action. Whenever it gets a little bit more of the way through, you tighten it up a little bit more and keep on cutting, so it keeps that nice in-depth cutting. And then look at this. Ba-bam! Look at this. Cuts it literally perfect. Perfect end, cut right off. So let's try, I got this big cutter, works pretty nice. Try this little cutter. That's an old cutter, so it's been used for a while, looks like, by my grandpa. So that was fairly old, and the blade's probably all wore down. This cutter looks like it hasn't even been used hardly at all. Let's try it on this tube, this Pittsburgh or Harbor Freight little guy. Doesn't really have a necessarily big or good handle to be able to tighten it down on there. But like I said, all I have to do is just get it snug. And then you probably want to grab like somewhere like this, and then just start twisting. Start twisting. You'll see it starts making that line. Yeah, this thing, it's a lot newer and it cuts a lot better, as you can see. Geez, that thing's really cutting good. I like that. Tighten it down a small bit more. Each couple of turns you're going to want to do, you're going to want to snug it down a little bit to get that blade cut in there a little more. Making a fairly good cut, so I'm just going to go tighten it down a whole bunch now and then go to town. Oh, there it is. Get those burrs off the end of the pipe. Bam. Took a little longer than usual, but this is the other end off the other, or this is the other end off the other pipe cutter. Not really the best. This is the end off the one that I just did. Nice and clean cut. It's a lot more smoother than the older one, since it cuts better. I like these cutters. Pretty slick. I'm glad my grandpa gave me some of these tools. They are pretty darn slick. Pretty old too. I like them. I like them. I'll definitely use these, Grandpa. I'll definitely use these. So, well, I don't really know what else I have to test, but I'll try and figure something out real quick. Okay, guys, I'm guessing we're just gonna move that to the side, and I figured we'll just test this 1/2-inch Craftsman chisel, wood chisel, because I don't think there's such thing as a metal chisel, because that would be a little hard to do. But I have a lot of downward force on the metal to do that. But chisels are for wood, obviously. They gotta be pretty darn sharp to get into that wood and cut along. It's for like detailed sculpting and nice carpentry work, and that type of stuff. So I wanted to test out the nail drivers and punches, but that's pretty straightforward. I mean, I guess I could test out the nail punches, but the punches are just, the metal punches are straightforward. Straightforward enough, so let's try this here. Stand on it and just good spot. Probably gonna want to go with the grain of the wood. So something like this. I mean, I'm also not really hitting that hard there, but let's try and do this. I'll do it the other way. Down the grain of the wood. Good enough. And that's why they have to be sharp, so they can dig into that wood. It's really meant for corners and that type of stuff. Or stuff like this. I think you guys get my point. It's not really the best piece of wood to go chiseling on, but I think you guys get my point there. But let's try the nail sets. I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, guys, so what nail sets do is whenever you pound your nails in, this isn't really the best piece of wood to do it, but whenever you pound your nails in, kind of, so particularly nail sets are used on trim. So once you pound your nail in flush, your nails, so I'm just going to pound in all my nails at once here. Pound them in flush with the wood. Okay, they're all pounded in flush, so I'm gonna go get some nail sets here to demonstrate. So guys, obviously you can see here that I got my nails driven in there. I got tons of different sizes of nail punches, nail drivers. I'm gonna use the biggest one that I have for these two big nails. It's gonna go right here. So try and center it your best. And look at that, it pounds the nail below the wood, so they kind of have a little crater in there. So I'm gonna do this other nail. Oh, slipped. Okay, so that's set down in there, so I'm gonna use the smallest nail set that I got for this little itty bitty nail, which is normally the size of nail they will be using in framing, not really framing, but putting around the window sill plates and stuff, that type of good stuff. Look at that, the nail's practically gone. That's what they're used for, so you can fill that little crater in with some spackling and it'll be perfectly level and it won't come out if the nail comes up in the wood or something like that. So my nail set's pretty good, so that's part of the reason why I have them. And well, the other two things are punches, which those things are pretty straightforward, and a puller, which is pretty straightforward. It pulls pulleys and gears and stuff off, which that's probably all I'm going to be doing today, so, well, stay tuned in for more. Ryan Smallington signing out once again. Bye.